Hello world! What a glorious day. Not really, it's a bit minging. Never mind. So, question. Are you brave enough to share? Are you brave enough to share your stats in something I'm about to teach you? If you, and I'm sure if you're on an Android phone, by the way, I'm sure you've got a very similar setting. If you are on an Apple device right now, if you go into settings, if you scroll down to battery, and then open it, and then click on any of the apps that are there, what it'll do is it will give you the total amount of time that you are spending on that one app, i.e. how much time you are wasting potentially on that one app. Battery, in your settings, down to battery, click on it, it will open up, and then click on it. Instead of giving you a battery percentage, it'll tell you how long you're wasting on it. Honestly, this is one of the most eye-opening things. So me and a client were just discussing this, and I did mine. And I'll share my ugly. I have 36 minutes on Facebook on this device today, and I had an hour and a half on Facebook Messenger, but I did take 2 calls via it today. So that's my ugly. Now, the reason why we were discussing this was because we were discussing the fact that obviously I dog on Love Island when it was on. I was beaten up on it a lot. And I said, I don't have a problem with the programme as it stands if that was the only thing that you were doing. If that was the only way that you were wasting your time and then saying that you didn't have any time during your day, if that 1 hour was all you were doing, brill. That's awesome, right? Go do it. But the fact is, you're not just doing that. It's all the little things that you don't see. It's that 10 minutes in the morning where you just have a quick flick through your phone. It's when you nip to the toilet that you have a look at your phone. It's when you parked your car at work and as you're walking across the car park that you're having a look at your phone. It's when you walk across the office. It's when you go to the lunchroom. It's when you go to your break room. It's when you're walking down to go and see friends. All of these things, you're looking at your phone. So you're staring down at devices. So we're spending a lot of time here. Okay, then you get home and you have a quick look here, you have a quick look there. It's amazing how much it mounts up. Honestly, go and have a look. If you're brave enough, type below how much time you're spending on these things. So then we've got all of this time that we're wasting, and then what we're doing of a night time is we're coming in and we're sitting down and we're watching hour upon hour of watching TV, which is fine, awesome. If that's your life and you're happy with it, brilliant, do it. Enjoy yourself, please do. But just don't complain that you've got no time. Just don't complain that you're wasting your time when you discover how much time you're spending on these things. Now, the reason why we're discussing this is because it's very much like calories. You don't see where they're coming in. You don't see all the little amounts that come in. You don't see that little bit extra with your breakfast. You don't see that little bit more with your lunch. Maybe you shop bought it. Maybe they threw a few pine nuts on that you didn't even realise. Maybe they put a little bit more mayonnaise on. Maybe there was more butter or anything at all, right? You don't see with your dinner, unless you're measuring it properly, you don't see how much oil's going on. You don't see where your snacks are, because when you're walking down through the office and that sweet bowl's there and you just grab one, there's only one, it's not going to kill, right? Well, no, it's not. But the accumulative amount adds up. Now, then what happens is you come to somebody like me and you say, I know what's wrong with my diet. I'm eating too much, I'm eating cake and that's bad for me, or I'm drinking alcohol and that's bad for me, or I eat crisps and that's bad for me, which all of these things is true. But when we look at the accumulative amount is where the problem is. The crisps are not the problem. It was actually the broccoli and the chicken and the fruit and the vegetables and the quinoa and potatoes and everything that has led to an accumulative amount. So it wasn't just the one thing that caused it, it was everything. In the same way that if you go and check your settings, you find out how much time you're wasting. It's not, I don't beat up on programs like Love Island because I think they're bad for you, which, that's my opinion whether or not they are. And that's not the subject of debate today. The reason why I beat up on them is because that's not the only one place that you're wasting your time. That's not the only one place where the problems are arising. There's millions of others like that during your day. Folks, as I say, if you're brave enough, post below how much time you are spending on your apps, on your devices, on just wasting your time generally, if you're brave enough. That is a wrap, actually. Yeah, I'm going home for some dinner because it's going to add to my cumulative amount. But remember, simply put, It's never just the one thing. It's everything added together that causes a problem. Hopefully this analogy helped tonight, helped somebody. Let's see your good and bad and ugly blue. Ciao, Zini!